thanks for tuning in. So this is actually a collab video with one of my friends named KEOSHA. She does have a YouTube page. Her YouTube is KEOSHA Newton. I will link it down below. She definitely has tons of videos that you guys can go check out. Please follow along with me as I go through this journey as I was struggling.
So first I'm going to go ahead and start with this like pale banana-ish color and just put that over my lid just to set it. And then I'm going to go back in with like a warm toned color just to start as a transition shade. And all these shades are pretty much just placed in that palette. Now I'm going in with my BH Cosmetics 3rd edition palette. It has all these pretty colors in here. I find that they're not that pigmented once I put them over the eye, but I'm going to go ahead with this yellow shade here and blend it out, of course. Now I'm going to go in with the Art in the Streets palette by Wet n Wild. This palette is actually really pigmented and I really love it. It was perfect for this look. I'm just going to go in with that yellow, and then I'm going to go back in with the green shade from the BH Cosmetics 3rd edition palette. And I'm just going to pretty much place that in my crease so that way we can go ahead and bring some depth into that crease there. So now I'm going to go back in with that same palette, and I'm going to get that green shade from there and just darken up that crease color from the one that I previously put in there. And I'm just going to go back in with that yellow shade from that same palette by Wet n Wild. And I also mixed it with a little bit of the orange shade that was in there too, just to kind of make it pop a little bit more and give it a little bit more of a pigmentation, I would say. But it's pretty good for what, you know, for what I paid for. It was about $3 and it came with all of those colors. So now I'm going to go in with that blue shade from the BH Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to place that over the lid, kind of like underneath the crease, but over the lid at the same time. So just kind of, you know, make a gradient effect with those colors there. And I'm going to go back in with that blue on like a shader brush and just pack it on the lid. Pack, pack, pack. So after I got that down, I'm going to go back in with that green from that Wet n Wild palette again and just keep on darkening up that crease, building the color on top of each other to make it more pigmented. Now once again, I'm going back in with that yellow and that orange to kind of just fade out that green, and just going to keep repeating, going back and forth. Back at it again with the green. And just going to keep going back and forth, adding the green and then adding the blue, adding the yellow and the orange at the top, and just keep on building on those colors. So now I'm going to go in with this Hard Candy palette, and it pretty much just have that dark blue and that matte black there. I'm just going to bring this inside my crease to darken it up a little bit. And this is what the finished eye should look like. So we're just going to go ahead and finish up the other eye. Just putting in that black and that blue in that crease again. Now I'm just going back in with those same colors just to make them a little bit more vibrant. And now I'm going in with the L'Oreal Infallible paint and the Jet Set Blonde. And I'm going to use this yellow, I guess, paint color. It's an eyeshadow color. And it's pretty pigmented, actually. The only thing I don't like about it is that it cracks. But I'm going to use it as the eyeliner today, just because I didn't have a liquid yellow eyeliner. But I'm going to put some tape on there just to make it a little bit easier with the application. I'm just going to use an angled brush, dip it in that eyeshadow paint color, and make my wing with it. I'm going to go back over it a few times just to make it a little bit more pigmented as I go, just because it dries and starts cracking, but I try my best, so. I'm going to go in with this Rocket Volume Express. Sorry that it's upside down. But of course, put on some mascara so I can apply these lashes. These lashes are pretty much just some that I got off of eBay. They look like some fake Demi Wispies, but hey, they work and they get the job done. And I'm just going to apply that with a little bit of my clear duo lash glue. Now I'm just going to clean up underneath my eye with a makeup remover wipe just to get that fallout out the way and go in with my face routine. I'm going to go in with the travel size Tarte Maracuja oil. It has like a little suction pump at the top. I thought that was really cool. And just place it over my face, rub it in, you know the drill. And this is the Gimme Good Face Primer. I'm just going to go ahead and apply some of this to fill in some of those pores that's around my T-zone area and also on my cheeks. I'm using the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation in the shade 09 Tan, and I'm going to put that on a buffing brush from Real Techniques and just buff it on my face. Don't worry about the shade being too light on my forehead. I am aware of that, but we're going to contour that and make sure everything blends out perfectly. Now taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Tan Sand. It has a yellow undertone, so if you're around my skin tone, I would definitely say go with this one rather than the original tan, because that one has a peach undertone. But I'm just going to place this in the highlight areas of my face, except my forehead, because I don't need to make that any bigger than what it is. I'm going to use some of the concealer just to sharpen up that wing that we made with that yellow paint. So after that, I'm going in with this pure blending sponge, and it is damp with water, and we're just going to blend out that concealer. And we're going in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Chestnut. We're going to put that in the hollows of the cheeks, around the nose, around the forehead, and a little bit on my chin, just to bring everything together. I'm going to go ahead and set my highlighted areas with my Sasha Buttercup setting powder. I'm just going to use like an old beauty sponge to place it on my face. I'm going to go in with this contour palette by Black Radiance in both of those sculpting contour colors and just warm up my face, starting at my cheeks, going around my forehead, on my nose, and the bottom of my chin.
Only by frozen memories.
Using that same Wet n Wild palette, I'm going to pretty much use that green shade there and put it on the bottom of my lash line. I'm also going to use a little bit of that purple as well. I'm going to use this navy blue eyeliner pencil here, and I'm just going to line the bottom of my waterline and close up the eye a little bit. I'm I'm just going to use some of my Pearl Essence coconut water just to blend everything together and to help it set as well. Going back in with that same mascara, I'm just going to put a light coat on my bottom lashes just so that you know that they're there, because they are very not popping right now. I'm going to use this Ofra highlighter in Rodeo Drive. It is so pigmented and so pretty. I'm going to put it on my brow bone, also on my nose, the tops of my cheeks, Cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin as well. I'm going to go in with a little bit of blush just to bring a little bit of color back to my face. Now I'm going to put on this NYX Lingerie matte lipstick in the color Tuscany. I'm just going to apply that all over my lips. No lip liner needed. Okay. I'm going to apply this Ruby Kiss matte lipstick in the color Brown Sugar and pretty much put it in the center of my lips and give it kind of like an ombre effect. Going back in with that Ofra highlighter, I'm going to place it on the inner tear ducts of my eyes to make them pop a little bit more. And then I'm going to spray and finish, and voila!
But thanks guys for watching. Bye! Peace! I kind of look like Dory, but that's fine. I like Finding Nemo, so, you know, it's cool. Yeah.